I'm finally back. I'm so sorry about those tech issues. But for those who are new here, I'm Nethyr. I'm an ex-final boss VTuber of Nullptr Live, and today we'll be continuing from our Godot tutorial, Godot, however you pronounce it. It's all good. I streamed all to the right ear for half an hour once. No! So they had half the ASMR experience. Oh man, that's unfortunate. uh, as you can see, I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so feel free to stick with other platform that you prefer. I mainly do this just because, like, why not? More platforms the better. And I felt like, hey, this is a good way to like keep VODs on YouTube as well, so that's why I do it now. I used to only stick with YouTube, but I felt like um, I was missing out on some financial opportunities with Twitch. And at this time, I felt like it would be pretty helpful to get that financial help. So I started back on Twitch again. And because in this economy, oh my goodness. But anyways, so I just want to have a few little updates before we get started. So one cool thing came up. I have not announced it on social media yet, but for those who are here, if you remember, I announced that I will be attending Offkai Expo. There's an update regarding that. I will be press and media for Offkai Expo, meaning I will be interviewing VTubers about their experiences, along with taking photos of the venue itself for VTuber News Drop, who are really cool people who make articles about VTubers and just like document what's happening in the scene. So definitely check them out. Let me go ahead and share their links because genuinely, like, they're my favorite people to go to in regards to VTuber news. They're always down to earth. They want to focus on the positives of the scene, and I really appreciate their approach a lot. So let me go ahead and get VTuber news drop for you. You're really quiet on my. Oh no! I thought I fixed that for some reason, like with my microphone. It just wants to make me really quiet, and I don't understand why it's happening. But if you want to check out VTuber News Drop, here's the link. Highly recommend following them because they also cover VTuber stocks, which is very fascinating. And they cover a lot of like smaller corporations, indie groups, stuff like that. I just wanted to share this because I'm just so happy that I get to help my friends out for Offkai Expo. So yeah. Um what are VTubers? So you know how Niji Sanji and Hololive are corporations, right? You can actually access their stocks because they're a corporation. I think they're regarded like a public corporation. So you can be a shareholder of like Hololive and Niji Sanji if you wanted to. So it's a legitimate thing. Especially if you're like really into the VTuber industry. What I thought it was corporate in name only. Had no idea. It's not just a name. It's actually legitimate. I thought it was no Hololive and Niji Sanji are big names in the scene. They're probably the biggest corporations in the VTuber scene. We'll invest heavy into Nethyr AI. We got victim. No, don't invest in me. That is no. I like to stay indie. I'm not part of those corporations. I'm mainly someone that watches Hololive and Niji Sanji. And I'm just a general fan. That's like my main thing. But other than that, I like to just vibe and learn new things and learn Godot. For today, for example. So let's go into Godot. Oh my, I didn't know I have that little mark on my stream deck. Anyways, gaming. Well, not gaming. Okay, so as you can see, I have a little bit of a demo of of the game that I am making with Godot. So Godot has a Godot documentation, and with that, it gives you a tutorial on how to make a game. That is official with the website. That's right, it's official with the website. So it's very useful. And I was like, let's keep it simple. Let's just try following this and see how it goes, right? So for today, since last time we coded for the player, we are going to be coding for the enemy now. But let me show y'all what I made. So this is for the player character. I basically made it possible to use WASD or oh, thank you for the sub. Oh man, my streamer bot is not working. It just says username. No. Oh no. Okay, I have to fix that. Thank you for testing it, Purple Fish. um, but oh man, I was just focusing on making the player movement last stream, and now I can use WASD keys, and it's animated too. So when I go left, the eyeball looks to the left. When I go right, the eyeball looks to the right, and it's really cute. And this is like first steps into making like something more interactive than a visual novel, because my prior indie game dev experience is like making visual novels. So this is a step up. But with that, let's continue to creating the enemy. And yes, this is also updated for Godot 4.2. So it's the most updated version of Godot if you want to learn that one. Alright, so now it's time to make the enemies our player will have to dodge. Their behavior will not be very complex. Mobs will spawn randomly at the edges of the screen, choose a random direction, and move in a straight line. We'll create a mob scene, which we can then instance to create any number of independent mobs in the game, so randomly spawning in. Alright, so click new scene. Okay, so scene. I'm pretty certain that, okay, I at least have the art for the enemies over here. We at least have the player, but we need a new scene. So we're having a new scene, and let me check what type of file this is going to be. It's gonna be a rigid body 2D that has an animated sprite 2D, a collision shape 2D, and visible on screen notifier 2D. So let's make the rigid body 2D. Rigid body. This will be the main parent. Yeah. Wait, I want this separate from the player though. So let's oh no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So the problem is I don't want it connected to the player. I want it connected on its own. Did I do something wrong? Yeah, that's not what I want. Interesting. Is it? Do I add a node? Oh, let me double check. Okay. Scene, new scene. Interesting. Scene. Oh, that's making a new node. Duh. Okay. How do I make a new scene? Scene. New scene. There we go. Oh, wait. This is the enemy that we were working on. And then I got EP. That's right. That's what happened. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Okay, so I technically was already in progress. So, following that tutorial, I needed to make the rigid body 2D, right? This is technically supposed to be named the mob. So, there we go. It is now named mob. Although, I feel like I've screwed up some things, but it's okay. In game development, it just happens, you know? And because I made the rigid body, I also attached the animated sprite 2D, which is showing like the animations here of like 1 and 2 to show it's moving. And then collision shape 2D. This is the collision. This pill shaped. It's collision pilled. And sorry, Burry, it's a very lame joke. And this makes sure that whenever it's interacting with something, the interaction will happen with the player in particular. Oh man, my headset like died. I keep having all these technical difficulties. Man, it's rough out here. Honestly, like I want to upgrade my PC. It's been years since my last upgrade. Nar, it's all audio stuff. Yeah, exactly. I have audio issues all the time. It's terrible. Okay, I should. Although technically you don't need. I don't need a here because it's all quiet, and that kind of feels weird. I don't know. An invisible on screen. I'm not so sure what this one is. So I think that's where I last left off. So I made these. Don't forget to set the children so they can't be selected like you did with players scene. That they can't be selected. Can't be selected. I think with no, it's not collision. It's not that. I'm trying to remember what that meant. Do I remember how to... Okay, I think it's this symbol. Yeah, yeah. So this one, yeah, group selected nodes. Make selected node children not selectable. Yeah. Can I rename this? Can I? Huh. Interesting. Can I save? Save scene? Okay, but it's not huh? Save scene as... Oh, I see now. Okay. So we're gonna resave it as just mob. And then that fits. Okay, and then if I wanted to, let me go to my files real quick because that's bothering me. I don't want two of those files, so I'm gonna go ahead and find a thing. No, likeables, don't break my walls. Jesus, mean. Don't break it. Okay, so I want to delete the rigid body 2D because that's extra. I just want the mob and the player. Okay, so I'm gonna delete those two, and it's all good now. Cancel. Okay, there we go. And then we have the mob, and then the player. Okay, and then what's main? I'll figure out main later. Oh wait, the main one is like the main scene, and then I put in the mobs. Okay, that makes sense. It's like puppets in a way. Okay, let's see. Set the mob node and set its gravity scale property in the rigid body 2D section of the inspector to 0. This will prevent the mod from falling downwards. Okay. Gravity scale and rigid body 2D. So rigid body 2D and then the scale. Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be at 0, correct? Yeah, that's correct. And then in addition, under the collision object 2D section, just beneath the rigid body 2D section, expand the collision group. It should expand like this, and uncheck 1 inside the mask property. Okay. Yeah, I'll just resave. It's gonna keep bothering me. Okay, so collision, and then expand that. Have the mask there. I'm assuming that's what I need to do, right? I just click that. Yeah, I clicked that. This will ensure the mobs do not collide with each other. Okay. So that prevents the colliding. Also, likable, how are you doing? Wait, and you too, Purplefish, how are you doing? Okay, set up the animated sprite 2D. Okay. This time we have 3 animations: fly, swim, and walk. There are 2 images for each animation in the art folder. The animation speed property has to be set for each individual animation, adjusted to 3 for all animation. I think I've done this last stream. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, okay. So we had the little creatures doing good. What purple fish? Oh my goodness! Why are y'all breaking walls? I'm trying to renovate. Jeez, you know I've technically been under reservation. My gosh. What's the word? Renovation for my laboratory for years now. That's why it's taken a while for me to move, because again, laboratory renovation. I have to expend my data to like cover that and all that. It's rough out here. Okay, so this one, I already have it, and it's already set at 3 frames per second, so we're good there. I did that last stream. Good to know. Okay, you can use the play animation buttons on the right of the animation speed input field to preview your animations. Oh, so play animation, is it... Oh, that one. Okay. Let me try playing it. Oh, look at this! Sorry to hear about your walls and your lab. It's okay. It's okay. It's upgrading. It's an upgrade. And we love to see upgrades. All right, so it is currently walking. And then this one's swimming. It's a little flat flaps. I'm just deving in Unreal, trying to absorb Godot info so I can one day make the switch. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I looked at Unreal and I was like, it looks too complicated, and the main games I want to make are 2D. I want to make like pixel or like 2D games in general. I'm not really looking to do 3D at this time. Once I'm comfortable with 2D, I'll move to 3D. But I want to take it one step at a time. And I know with Godot, I can do 3D games in the future. Okay, so I can swim, and then it could that is that's flying. So it's like a bird. It's like a bird. Okay, so we got that. We also like one of these animations ran. Oh, thank you, Trippy, for the posture check. I need that. And for the hydrate, thank you, Trippy. Okay, so clearly the streamer bot that I set up is working on Twitch, but it's not working on YouTube. That's fair. 3D adds a lot of complexity. Yeah, and for me, I want to understand at least more about game design and really practice that. I feel like I need a refresher on it. Because, fun fact, when it comes to like game development, I'm mostly self-taught. So I'm just always learning on the go. And how I got into the games industry without knowing too much about game design is because I work in a very specific part of the games industry that requires a lot of niche knowledge, which is why I can't say what my job title is because that's a lot of information. That's fair. My game design theory is really bad, but my game's pretty, so at least it'll be nice looking. Bad time. Well, when it comes to like a game and trying to attract people to that game, I think having that aesthetic is very important, and then from there you can gain a fan base of people who want to see your games at least. Because for me personally, when you want to market your game to an audience, you have to know what that audience likes to look at, right? And if that aesthetic matches what the audience usually likes to see, then it's easy to market to them. Oh, Trippy, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh my goodness. Trippy! What? What are you doing? Also, I deleted my alerts. I realized that. I probably should not have done that. All the subs today. Wait, how many subs is going? Wait a minute. The StreamerBot is not letting me know how many subs is occurring. What is happening? All the subs today. Oh yeah, that emote is of my old design. Take a seat in the back. Hi, Kylo. Hello. How are you doing? Also, how is your font purple? How's your font purple? Yeah, that emote is of my old design, and my hair back then was super duper messy. It's still messy. Trippy! Oh my goodness. Thank you for the gifted sub. Okay. I'm just smiling a lot, don't mind me. And I'm trying to learn too. Okay, so we set the animation speed, and it's like one of these animations random so that the mobs will have some variety. How do you set it random? Like the player images, these mob images need to be scaled down. Set the animated sprite 2D scale property to 0.75. Oh, it's dash me, then your oh, really? Huh. Well, I wonder, why is that possible? It used to be for italics in chat, but it changed. Interesting. Is there a reason why? I feel like Twitch makes really random changes and it's not really well explained as to why that's happening. Okay, so anime sprite 2D scale. Let's pause this. It's gonna distract me. So animated sprite 2D. And then we want to go to scale. Yeah, to scale. Okay, it's already scaled at 0.75. So we're good there. And I believe that's for all of them too. So that works out. Okay. As in the player scene, add a capsule shape 2D for the collision. To align the shape with the image, you'll need to set the rotation property to 90. Rotation. Rotation. Player scene. Oh, wait. Oh, for the collision. Okay. So the collision. So it's this, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure. And then it wants me to turn it to 90? No. Oh, it was because people would try and use it to fake donating cheers bits and or donating money to get noticed by the stream. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Cause like you don't want people to like lie about that. So it makes sense, yeah. Okay, it's already 90 degrees, so we're good there. I think I did most of these half asleep on stream last time. Okay, so enemy script. Okay, so we finish that, and then we save the scene. Save scene. Okay. And then from there, add a script to the mob like this. Extends rigid body 2D. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have a script already. Yeah, we have a script already. So it already has to extend rigid body 2D. And then the function ready. What the? Hey, likable! Don't break my kitchen. Well, do I have a kitchen? You guys don't know if I have a kitchen or not. I'm just data, so I don't really eat. I eat images, if that counts, but I don't have a kitchen. Okay. Okay, I added that, and then now let's look at the rest of the script. In ready, we play the animation and randomly choose one of the 3 animation types. Okay, I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, this is to randomize the mob types, and it would choose it. Yeah, Randy. Yeah. First, we get the list of animation names from the animated sprite to the sprite frames property. This returns any array. Last time I was learning coding with Luna, I was trying to learn arrays. I still don't understand them. I need to understand them. So hopefully this practice will help me. An array containing all 3 animation names. We love arrays here. Yeah, like the way that I understand arrays is just that you have like it just lists a bunch of things within a section. So it's like you title a list as, for example, food, right? Your favorite food. You have a chance to get a no pointer error. So no. I know that's my group name, but no. I'm not trying to get that. Please. It'll be so no. No. Okay. Walk, swim, and fly. We then need to pick a random number between 0 and 2 to select one of these names. Oh, it's 0 and 2 because it starts from 0, 1, and then 2. It always starts with 0 with an array. To select one of these names from the list, array and see starts at 0 even before I read it. I understand. Randy parentheses %n selects a random integer between 0 and n minus 1. Okay, so do I... Okay, sprite names. So is it already here? Okay, so it has sprite frames, and then it gets the animation name. So get animation names is the array, and then animated sprite 2d.play. Yeah, so this part of it is what gets the walk, swim, fly. From what I'm understanding. And I know that my head is in the way, but just pretend you can read it with me. Okay? I'm just trying to learn. And learning is hard. And I'm literally learning after my work. So it's a lot of energy. We then need to pick. Okay, we already understand that. And then the Randy part, it just like selects it. Oh, Yashika! Welcome! You got mail. Thank you for being great. Enjoy the raid. Hi, Yashika. Hello! For those who are new here, I'm Nethyr, the ex-final boss VTuber of No Pointer Live. I'm currently learning Godot right now, and I'm mainly a game dev, game reviewer, and writer, and artist, technically. But Yashika, it's been ages! How are you? How are you? I hope you've been doing well. What were you streaming? I don't have raid alerts because I'm like resetting up for Twitch. I recently just joined back in Twitch starting in April. Oh my gosh, why is my headset? Anyways, Yashika, hello! Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. Right now, I'm following the tutorial from Godot documents and then making sure I code the thing. Right now, I'm just trying to understand the code that I just literally copy-pasted. In this case, it's randomly generating enemy mobs that I would fight. Or, well, dodge. Yeah, I would dodge. You're good? Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing good. Tell me what you were up to. I demand it. I'm kidding. I don't demand it. If you don't want to say, it's okay. But also, like, don't feel pressure to hang out. I just appreciate for your presence. I was playing Higurashi. Oh no! Are you okay? Because I know how terrifying that game is. I hope you're taking care of yourself now. Um, Make sure to have something yummy to eat or hug something because Higurashi is a bit scary. From what I heard, I have not played Higurashi, but I remember seeing art of it and I'm like, oh, that's a bit scary. A bit scary. Okay, the last piece is to make the mobs delete themselves when they leave the screen. Connect screen exit signal of the visible on-screen notifier. Seagulls, what the? Seagull, what? I'm new to programming, so learning all these programs is yeah. For me, coding is something that I'm still trying to practice to this day, and it's very hard for me, like, to grasp it. But I put myself in a little bit of a pressure cooker by streaming my learning process live, so that I can, like, learn and stuff. I had Turn with me. Oh, okay. Yeah, programming I feel like can be very intimidating. That's why I want to show my process of learning so that you won't feel alone when learning. And it makes it easier to, like, digest something too. Let's see. So last piece to make the mobs delete themselves when they leave the screen. Connect the screen exited signal of the visible on-screen notifier 2D node to the mob and add this code. The last piece is to make the mobs connect screen exit signal. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's just this, right? Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that the visible on-screen notifier, that's what the function is for, and it's referring to this. And then the second part, it's screen exited here. And then queue free, so, like, no line, I'm assuming. That I'm trying to decipher, like, basically what I'm seeing when I look at the tutorial here is that this part is just translated in computer language here. Thank you, Trippy, for the gifted sub! Oh my goodness, all the love, thank you! Thank y'all so much. And this completes the mob scene? Okay, did I do that? Yeah, I already did that, so that completes the mob scene. How much did I complete last stream? I don't remember. Okay, with the player and enemies ready, in the next part, we'll bring them together in a new scene. We'll make enemies spawn randomly around the game board and move forward, turning our project into a playable game. Okay. Alright, so we're actually in the main game. I technically already completed this last stream. I just didn't realize it because I was half asleep. I was eepy. It was the eepy time. Okay, now it's time to bring everything we did together into a playable game scene. Create a new scene and add a node named main. Oh, so that's why I have... Okay, so that's why I have this. Now I understand why I have this. I don't remember last time at all. I didn't even bother looking at my previous stream because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm too embarrassed to see myself be really sleepy. Honestly, like, the most embarrassing things for me for stream are when I'm too sleepy or I sneeze on stream. I don't like it when I sneeze on stream or I feel sleepy on stream. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I know it's kind of silly for people, so they like seeing that, but I'm just like, no, I'm embarrassed. It's too much. It's silly. So, yeah. Create a new scene, add node named main. Okay, I believe I did that. Yeah. Okay, so the scene is main. The next steps is just adding the instances, I believe. Yeah. The path to the and then the player. Okay. Okay. So we have the player. Yeah, honestly, like, if someone, like, finds me sneezing in a stream, I'm just gonna be like terrified. Like it's a threat on my life. I would just disappear. I would disappear for the streamer secondhand embarrassment. I feel, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, man, I don't. It's like these parts of me that I can't control and how I present. So it's like, eh, I'm just embarrassed. Okay, yeah, I remember doing this last time. I just didn't realize what I was doing. Now add the following nodes as children of main. So this is main. That's the parent scene, and then underneath it will be the children connected to the scene. Well, the nodes. So we have mob timer, score timer, and start timer. I believe we have those. Yeah, we have mob, score, and start timer. So we got those. And then to control how often mobs spawn, to increment the score every second, to give a delay before starting, and to indicate the player's start position. And then set the wait time property of each of the timer nodes as follows. Oh, okay, so we have to go find our wait time. Okay, so 0.5, 1, and 2. Okay, is that correct? That should be correct. Yeah, that's correct. So that's where you would edit it. So if you want to edit a node, you basically select one of these, and then what you actually edit is on the far right side. Just to keep in mind. Now, I think the part that I need to do next is spawning mobs. Oh wait, it says in addition set one shot property of start timer to on. Start timer. Okay, one shot is on. I'm assuming it's because that's to make sure it starts only once every time you play the game. That's what I'm assuming. Let's see. Yeah, set position of start position at 240, 450. I do not remember doing that. Position. Where's position? Huh? Wait. Where is position? I'm trying to remember. Position. I see timer and node. Process? No. Editor? No. Script? No. Add metadata? Okay. Position? No. I don't think that's it. I'm trying to It's that position of start position node. Wait, what? When was there a start position node? Oh, it's the marker 2D. Okay, so marker 2D. Okay, is this it? Okay. Oh wait, it's this one. Start position, marker 2D. Okay, and then it says here what I need to edit. Okay. So, 240, 450. Okay, we got that done. Next up is spawning mobs. The main node will be spawning new mobs, and we want them to appear at a random location on the edge of the screen. Add a Pat2D node. Hi Hyper Robotenguris. Hello Nethyr, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm following the tutorial. We're gonna be adding mobs to the game, so enemies. So we already have the base blueprint of one enemy, but now we're gonna make those enemies spawn into the game themselves. Okay, so add a Pat2D node named mobpat as a child of main. I'm pretty sure I did that. Oh, and also for those who just arrived, I have some cool news. I will be press and media at Offkai Expo, meaning I will be interviewing some VTubers over there, whether they just want to chat with me, and taking photos of the venue itself. So feel free to say hi to me. Just don't take photos of me, please. But I would be so happy to chat and like talk about what it's like to be a VTuber in the VTuber space. And share it with the writers of VTuber News Drops so that we can like create a really cool article featuring like a snapshot of what it's like to experience Offkite Expo. And I really wanted to help out VTuber News Drop and also go to Offkite Expo because one, this will be my first time ever attending Offkite Expo, and I wanted to show like what I experienced too. and show what I learned from Offkai Expo and why indie VTubers in particular should go to Offkai Expo, because not only is it a great place to network, I think it's a good place to learn to be a VTuber and really be part of the space. And I think that's really important to have that space to like learn and grow together, because there's some panels that have really caught my eye. So Carol Herbst. Hi, Carol. Hello. How are you? I hope you've been doing well, Carol. Let's see. I'm trying to. I was talking about Offkai Expo, and my main reason for why I want to join. Well, I wanted to visit Offkai Expo and attend. Um, it's mainly because like I wanted to learn and meet fellow VTubers. That's like my main thing. But also I get to share like my experiences too, and I'm excited for that. Carol, my body went like, "Hey, Nethyr stream, maybe wake up." Not really, but I'm very tired. That's so fair. That is so fair. That is so fair, Carol. Like I just appreciate that you're here. Cause like it's really cool to see people come by, and I know that my streams are not the most EU friendly, and I know a lot of the fans of No Pointer Live are EU, and I'm like, oh man, I need to add an EU stream. I don't know when I could add an EU stream, because honestly, this summer is gonna be very busy for me. Uh, and then, um, yeah, so I will be very busy this summer, and I don't know when I could do an EU friendly stream, but I really want to. At least there's my VODs, which are available, so feel free to follow along with those. Oh man. Okay. I woke up after 3 to 4 hours and try to fall asleep for like an hour. Now I've decided to just get up and might as well join your stream. Yeah, Carol! Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, when you compare me to the other group members, I'm not as technically savvy as them, but I'm definitely more people oriented. And my abilities with people, I feel like is a big asset to the No Pointer Live group. So that's like how I contribute, but I also want to learn from them on making games and software and stuff like that, because I do love making websites. I did a lot of that when I was younger. Graphic design is something I did when I was younger. I still do it to this day. um that's how I made the thumbnails myself, actually. And art and writing, but now I just want to dive into like game design and programming, because I want to try solo developing my own stuff for fun, just as an exercise. But yeah, Carol, thank you for coming by.